The Zone is brought to you by Sega, the makers of Mega Drive and Mega CD.
We're sorry. Well, sort of, you know. We kind of canned Megazone a couple of weeks ago. But two wrongs don't make a right. We know that now. We should have turned the other cheek. Bev, turn the other cheek, mate. Then again, maybe we shouldn't. You right, mate? You're me, mate.
I'm gonna take you to a place you've never been before.
It's a dream.
We're 3 minutes away from
We're now in the approach phase. Everything looking good.
31 seconds, and we're
Still looking very good.
Play it.
So,
Play it.
so,
Play it. Play it.
so.
Play and play good. The very latest information on an amazing show.
Reaching out into other worlds.
You're gonna dig this.
You are now entering.
So.
Fun, reviews, laughs, reviews, cheats, play guides, stuff, bacon and eggs, all that and Muttlee's world-famous dance of the Seven Veils is all ahead of us. But before that, EA have updated 3 of their best sports games from 94 to 95 models. They are Madden, NFL Hockey, and FIFA Soccer, giving them the once-over, some old models, and a couple of newies.
FIFA Soccer was an excellent game when it made its appearance on the console. So if you can improve on an excellent game, it's got to be good. And they have, with more accurate passing and shooting capabilities, more aggressive opponents, and a heap more options, such as the option to play as any team from the tournaments in Brazil, Spain, Holland, America, Italy, Germany, France, and England. This will have sports freaks playing for hours. There's new moves and a new save game option for when you're in the middle of the round of games. If you thought the last FIFA game was too easy, then this one will have you and up to 3 of your friends screaming for mercy. By far, it's a huge improvement on the already top game and a must for a sporting Christmas list, 90. But what about Madden?
Well, with a host of new players, a bigger playing field and a new look, Madden's never looked so good. Well, except on 3DO, but that's a different story. Anyway, all the players are now 3D rendered with more exacting controls and the opponents are harder than ever. And if you're a big fan of statistics, then you'll be in heaven with this game. All the official teams and players of the current 94 season feature in this epic game. Play a single game, a playoff, or a whole 16-week season. And thrown in for effect, the realism of 100 different injuries that the players can suffer. Cool or what? But be warned, if you know nothing about American football, then this game's going to make as much sense as an Arabic dictionary to Irishman. But if you persist and read the instruction book, you'll get a handle on it eventually. It worked for me, 88.
This year's version of NHL Hockey is definitely a new look for all the sports nuts out there. Excellent 3D rendered, smooth scrolling sprites and much faster gameplay makes for a huge challenge on the ice rink. But things aren't just more interesting on the field this year. Off the field, you have the option of buying, trading and even creating your own players to make the perfect team. As with the other 2 games, the passing and shooting controls are more accurate and the opponents are harder than ever before. There's the option of 4-way play, which always makes all sports games heaps more fun to play. If you've never played a sports game before and you're looking for one to get the hang of it, then this is definitely the one to get. The controls aren't hard to pick up and the gameplay's fairly easy. NHL is definitely the best hockey game on any console. 90.
Time for the buzz thing with that thing.
Hello, and welcome to The Buzz. Are you over 18? Do you want to play Daytona a lot? Go down to the Bridgepoint Tavern on Thursdays, Fridays and Saturday nights, and you can play Daytona. Sega's running a promotion. It's called If You Can Drink and Drive, You're Wrong, because you can't. Well, now it's time to change hats and get on with the buzz. Thanks, Beth. Party mode! That's right, competition time. This week we're drawing the Rough Edge competition. Incidentally, if I was serious before and anyone got offended, I'm really sorry. Anyway, Rough Edge competition. We've had heaps of entries. You'll notice I got my competition bag back. I'm pretty happy about that. In here, we've got heaps of entries and we're going to draw 10 winners. 10. 10 winners. That should be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. This counting thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another 4. And take 2 away from that. We get about 10, I think. Yeah, there's about 10 here. All right, our winners are, let me tell you the winners. Let's run a super right now. Darius Monahan, age 13, of somewhere in Victoria. Good name. Stephen Viegas of Queanbeyan. Congratulations. Natalie Irvine of Toongabbie. Congratulations. Peter Bentley of Crookwell. Hope you get better soon. Robert Halloway of somewhere in Victoria. Congratulations, it's up on the screen. Victor Risman of Haywood. Haywood, pretty cool. Scott Carruthers of Warrenora. I used to have an uncle named Warrenora. Nigel Fox of Meringer in Victoria, or Meringer, or Melancholy, or something like that. Joseph McDonald of Daisy Hill in Queensland. And Todd James of Rabbie in New South Wales. Congratulations, guys. What you have won is the new E17 album. Doesn't it look spiffy? I don't know if there's any glare on that. I just tilt it forward like that. And a copy of Poster Blitz, the first edition, and it's got that huge. Remember this? We're just gonna quickly jump back to last week so you can see this swing poster of Pamela Stevenson. Swing. Pamela Anderson. Whoops. That was the buzz. In case you can't guess, I'm Muttlee. That's right. My mum bought me this shirt for me 21st, actually. And this hat was brought back from America from my 2 mates, Snoof and Twisty, that's right. And this hat I only just got...
Get on with it, Mutt!
It's the end of the buzz, mate. I'm gone. Bye.
Well, how about that? Anyway, that's nothing. Because I, for once, have bigger news than the Muttster. That's right, huge news. Did you know that...
So.
You are now entering.
Hey, give me a hint how to play the Lion King, man.
When you're fighting the hyenas, always look for the high ledge to jump on. There's one located off screen, usually on the left or the right. What you have to do is jump on the high ledge, wait for the hyena to get really tired, and then jump on him and jump back to the safety of the high ledge. So that way, no matter how many of them are attacking you, it doesn't matter. You won't lose any lives.
Okay, you take TFX, right? And then you whack it in space, and then you make your ship able to fly onto surfaces of planets and inside ships and underwater. And what do you get? Well, you get Inferno, obviously. Well, it's official, guys. The long-awaited sequel of TFX is finally here. But you know, it got me thinking. TFX was so good. One of the best flight sims I've ever played. How is Inferno even going to touch it? It would have to be truly fantastic.
Well, Inferno is more than just a flight sim. It's an intergalactic fight for survival against the evil Rexons. And I could show you some Rexona. You pilot the experimental Inferno craft that has unbelievable fighting and combat abilities. And because you underwent even alien morphing transformation procedures, that's really hard to say, you're the only living thing that can travel through the information vortex. But you can only go there and back twice. Any more, and you're on your own.
The animations in this game are truly remarkable, with fully rendered graphics and digitized speech off the CD. Now, I know we've heard that before, but with some voices sounding obscurely like the Thunderbirds, hey, it's a cool thing. And although the actual gameplay is slightly more jagged in its appearance, it doesn't take away from the overall effect of the dogfighting and combat sequences that occur. Just try and excuse the slight Bruce Lee syndrome that the characters suffer from. Okay, guys?
Fly mission after mission, encountering heaps of enemies, all eager to test your flying and fighting capabilities in the Inferno craft, hoping that they will be the ones to destroy you and the Terran race. All the fancy graphics and sound aside, this game is just a flight adventure. But the addictiveness, got that word out, of the game is what keeps you going and going and going and going as you journey from one side of the galaxy to another, fighting and clawing your way until victory is yours. I liked it. 90.
The controls, if you don't have a joystick, are almost impossible. But then you've got to be thinking to yourself, let's face it, you have to have a joystick. What are you doing without a joystick? Anyway, it's definitely a combination of joystick and keyboard game. So either grab a mate to sit down and play it, or if you're feeling tough, try it alone. Anyway, it's loads of fun and well worth a go. 88, guys.
This week for GameStar's Cheat of the Week, we're bringing you a cheat for Shining Force 2 on the Mega Drive. When the Sega logo appears, you press up, down, and then left, and right. Then you rotate the joypad once anti-clockwise. Then press B. Press and hold down Start until the words Config Mode appear after character setup. Then wait for some music. Now you can choose between Turbo or Game Completed, or you can play as one of the evil characters that's already in the game. That's it for GameStar this week, but we'll be back soon, so stay tuned.
If I only had a brain. Now, a couple of weeks ago in the buzz, we said to you that we'd take you down to see my mate Rob at Q+ Computers and he'd show us what's in the inside of a PC. Well, this is what we thought.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing! Not a zip, nothing. The number below 1, the whole lot, 11 less than nothing is still nothing, and that's what we saw. So, we are going to go down there and he is going to show us what goes into a computer. And it's going to look like, well, like this.
And the first thing we're going to have a look at is this. What is it?
That's what we call a motherboard.
Yeah, I can understand why.
Basically, that just runs the whole computer itself.
So that's
the heart of it.
That's the platform of the computer.
That's your RAM sims, the actual memory.
Right.
And these just plug into like what they call a SIM slot.
Yeah.
You just throw them in like this.
All right.
It's like putting down a little kit. That's what we call a hard drive. That's where all your information gets stored, like all your games and stuff like that.
So what do you need to, say, make a CD-ROM hook up to your motherboard?
All right, all you need is like these two cables. Cable would say go in the back of the CD.
Yeah.
That's your audio cable. And it plugs into your, what they call your sound card.
Right.
This one's a Sound Blaster 16.
Right.
And that sort of like just plugs into your motherboard like this.
Right.
This one's your video card. That runs all your display.
And you
without
like
your
your
video
graphics
card,
and stuff?
yeah, you wouldn't have no display at all.
So this is largely responsible for like what you see on games like. So if you've got a good card like this, you can play games with really good graphics. Well, we will be back next week with Robert to have a look at him actually putting a computer together. And then we're going to turn it on and see if it works. Thanks, Robert.
All right.
All right.
Thanks.
See you next week. You going to come back next week?
No worries. I'll be there.
We'll be here.
Okay.
We'll probably be wearing the same clothes though. Don't worry about it. See ya.
Hey, that was cool! And the Zone will be back soon.
You are now entering
A couple of weeks ago, we told you that there was a lack of RPG titles. Well, they're coming out of the woodwork suddenly. Just goes to show you how influential the Zone can be, really. Anyway, this one's called The Story of Thor, Hammer Dude, and it's out on your Mega Drive now.
A young boy by the name of Ali is the new character hero for this newly arrived Sega RPG. Ali finds in his travels, through the intro,
a gold armlet, funnily enough containing a spirit that tells of another armlet, a silver one that has fallen into evil hands. Both armlets used to belong to sorcerers and therefore have magic powers.
The spirit, being the divine spirit of nature, tells you that you are the chosen one and have to find the silver amulet. That's armlet, actually. Sorry.
What makes this RPG so good is the character Ali. In most RPGs, the character has limited moves and fighting abilities. In the story of Thor, Ali is a ninja expert with 5 or 6 weapons and fighting moves, and even deadly finishing moves, all controlled by you.
The other great feature about this game is the already supplied map, which is useful for those moments when you're feeling more than lost in your search. The map also indicates where you're supposed to be heading, showing exactly where it is on the map and how to get there.
For me, it's the large sprites, the smooth scrolling and the detailed sceneries that make this game so easy to play.
Overall, it's going to be one of the great RPGs, with heaps of stuff to do, so I liked it 84.
I don't know if it'll outdo Landstalker or Shining Force 2. It's fun, it's great, I like it. 81.
Ali is definitely a cool character, with a little madness thrown in, which makes it cool. 85. And speaking of madness, craziness, we're off to the White Zone to cheat with Janice. Yeah.
Ever want to become invincible? Ever want to live forever? Well, here's a really cool cheat for Castlevania. On the title screen, press Start. Then on the next screen, press up, down, left, right, B and A. Then look at the top of the screen to find an AO. Then you can change it with the A button.
Man, I love this segment. Not because it's interesting, or funny, or even good, really. In fact, it's generally not. But actually, I love it because I get to say stuff.
Anybody out there that owns a Sega or Nintendo knows that if you want to try a game before you buy it, well, you just take off down to your local video store and hire a few until you find one you like. But what about PC grinders? Well, with the prices games are today, you don't really want to speculate and possibly buy a lame game. So, shareware is the way to try out all your new games. Now, you can pick these up at most PC and game shops. They come in completed or uncompleted versions, depending on how much you want to spend. And those of us that are lucky enough to be connected to internet can even download a lot of the games. They save a lot of time and a lot of money, which sounds good to me.
Whew. I'm a little exhausted after that. So why don't we slow down the pace a little with Melissa and a play guide for one of the biggies of '94.
Here's the best way to get through level 2 of The Lion King. Start off by jumping on the rhino's head. He will catapult you to the monkeys, who will throw you to the giraffe. The giraffe will only stay stable for a couple of seconds, so jump to the next head quickly. When you get to the pink monkey, roar at him and turn him around. Then make your way up the trees via the nests. When you get to the second monkey, roar at him again, then drop down onto the rhino. He will then throw you back up to the pink monkey you just came from. Then the monkeys will throw you around a little bit. Eventually, they will throw you over to the giraffe. And then onto the pink ostrich. The ostrich will move at a constant pace, but you have to follow the directions. When you come to the baby pink rhino, jump. Get ready to duck under the branches. There will be another jump and then a double jump. When the ostrich is in the height of its jump, jump again so Simba can jump over the branches. Duck and then keep going. Eventually, Simba will come to his restart point. From here, it's just a matter of making it past the maze of hippos and giraffes to get to the other giraffe and another pink ostrich. Sounds hard? Well, it is a bit.
But don't you worry, because Mel will be back next week to clear up the confusion with the next exciting installment of The Lion King. Right now, we're going to a break.
Now in the approach phase, everything looking good. We're 3 minutes away from the last signal. Still looking very good.
You are now entering the zone.
What time is it? It's zone time. And if you put that around the other way, like zone time, it's time zone, see? What is that? That's like a para something.
It's a waste of time, Adam.
That's it. What have we got? We've got this game here.
Well, it's called Killer Instinct. It's new from Programmers Rare. And if you like it, you too can be playing this next year in your own home, the Ultra 64 that'll be coming out by Nintendo.
In other words, Ultra 64 games. Not only that, but have you ever heard of the term exclusive? This is exclusive to Time Zone, which means you're not going to see it anywhere else. So let's check it out. It's a fighting game. Only it's a really, really cool fighting game. Look at all these digitized characters. I'm going to be this dude, and he's going to be a scary beast. Yeah. All right. Now, look at that. The movement is superb.
If you think you've seen fighting games, then you should take a look at this.
Okay, now I just want to make it absolutely clear that I've never played this before. We have no idea of the special moves. Oh, that was a pretty special move. Okay, now, it's a shame you can't see it so well probably on this big screen, this big, huge TV screen, because it actually is really, really impressive. I'm talking amazing.
Hey, I just whipped you.
Did you kill me?
I think I did.
Amos won. But all right, now, as far as the controls go, it's just like your typical fighting game. You've got kick and punch, and you've got a low, medium, and high attack on each one. So, add that up. That's 6 buttons, guys. Now, oh, I think I did a special move.
Was it?
I think so. I did a sort of a roundabout punching. Oh. Well, yes. Of course he was going to win. Look how much bigger than he is than me.
Okay, all these guys have been rendered on
silicon graphics workstation. So it's again the computers used for movies like Jurassic Park, T2.
Oh man, look at that!
And
That is brilliant! This is an amazing game, guys. I really hope this comes out because it looks brilliant. It really does.
Hey, that's stuff. So you reckon you're going to get an Ultra 64 next year?
Man, I'm getting an Ultra 64 next year. But then again, if I've got the money, I'm getting every kind of thing. Yeah. Amos keeps winning. Okay, now, the good thing that seems to be happening in all these new Nintendo games, which saves you bucks, is that if you win, you don't pay for your next game. And that, to me, is always an added advantage. What do you reckon, Amos?
That's a really good deal.
That's just to say, and if you keep winning, you keep not paying. That's brilliant. So what you do is you keep playing against a friend who really sucks big time at the game, and it costs you nothing except $2. What does this cost?
Actually, no, I think
what does this cost?
Yeah, it's $2.
See that? I just asked him what it cost, so he'd look down there and I killed him. But he beat me.
Yes, but I would again.
Well, that's it for another Zone. Check you next week and you'll get some more Zone attitude. Here's a little on my mind. See ya. Now smack him! Smack him!
The Zone is brought to you by Sega, the makers of Mega Drive and Mega CD.